Penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And now Edelman. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun. 48 to Mike. I don't think you got it, sir. Check.
Running out of the gun with White. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 93 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, here we go. 8, 58 right over. Mike, 58 right there. Go. Go.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
46-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
These two teams all tied after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Newton. This is White on the screen. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill.
They fake the give. Newton trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Ingram. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Patriots 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It's a big play there for the Patriots. Give him 69 yards on the ground.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Here's Calais. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Calais, the ball carrier.
If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check.
They run with Calais. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
The line of scrimmage.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The kick by Maher is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The return man, Chris Moore. And he returns this to the 22.
Moore on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
We talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They'll run. Calais. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Newton. They'll set up the screen to Calais. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Come on, Motion. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Twist.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Calais. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Look at it.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down, here's White. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Watch out. Rush in. 20. 58, come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Ravens' 28-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon that time coming through to make the play.
Or many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and
He's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the throw is complete. Jackson to Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Complete to Chris Moore. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
And Jackson throwing once more. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's 2nd and a yard. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
It's just me and you. Slay. Tighten up. Check three. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Hey. Switch. Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown.
Jackson's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the Patriots' 47-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take... Oh, no, he lost the football. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
So 2nd down, and this defense certainly going to sell out to stop the run.
Switch. Great. Check nickel. Watch twins. Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
23-yard line.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for New England, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.